Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's just quickly go over episode 3. So first things first, it looks like Rhaenys died, right? Rhaenys is this woman who kind of took Rhaenyra under her wing. I think it's her aunt. Rhaenys is Rhaenyra's aunt. Took her under her wing, talked to her about like politics, the world, being a woman, all of those types of things. Rhaenys, it would appear, has died. So let's just talk about the quick little 2-on-1 dragon fight we watched. Rhaenys 100% could have killed the king. If she was by herself, she could have killed him, and that would have been that. She was doing so well by herself. I really loved the moment of acknowledgement when Rhaenyra's son's like, I want to go fight. And she's like, no, you're not experienced. And then Rhaenys was like, I'll go. They just like looked at each other like woman to woman. They both had this moment that just, I don't know. It was brilliant acting, directing. I can't explain what that was, but it just felt like woman to woman, I got you. In a way, in that moment, it kind of also felt like Rhaenys was just like accepting her fate. Like, it felt like somehow she knew, like, this is probably going to be it for me. And she knew this is war. And I feel like she was aware. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but she was aware that Rhaenyra went to, talk to Alicent, right? And she just had her back, man. She didn't tell the council anything. They're like, where the hell have you been, Rhaenyra? And she's like, And Rhaenys said nothing. But Rhaenyra finally came clean. Yeah, I went to go talk to Alicent. This is 80 years of peace I'm inheriting from Viserys, my father. I do not want there to be a war. Like, there shouldn't be a war. And especially now that Rhaenyra knows why Alicent said what she said and did what she did. Alicent put her son on the throne because she mistook the fact that the Song of Ice and Fire names Aegon. She's like, damn, well, I have a son named Aegon, so there we go. I guess Viserys was saying in his dying breath that he wants his son to be king. So all of this shit happened over a misunderstanding. An entire war happened over a misunderstanding. Now, I fucking hate Alicent as much as the next person. I hate her. But I was a little bit on her side when she was talking to her son, and she's like, there was a lot that was sacrificed to put you on the fucking throne. And it seems like now that she knows what Viserys said was a fucking story, a bedtime story, she's disgusted with the fact that her son is king. Now that she knows that Viserys wasn't actually making like a death wish on his deathbed, she is disgusted that her son is the king. Absolutely. We have Alicent taking a little abortion juice or whatever. Her stomach looks pretty plump. And then we find out that Viserys has only been dead for a few weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to have a baby bump, you would have had to have been, fooling around with the night before Viserys was even dead to have a baby bump, and it's only been a few weeks. But that was crazy that the time that's elapsed has only been a few weeks. I thought it's at least been months. But nah, it's been a few weeks since Viserys died. That's crazy. All of this shit's happening like back to back to back to back. Like, it's giving that there are really no time skips. Anyway, back to Rhaenys. There was so many times she had the opportunity to like turn around, go back home. When she noticed that it was 2-on-1, I thought that would be the moment where she just went back home. But no. It wasn't. And I'm not gonna lie, I was on Facebook, just looking around at my family members' posts and stuff. And then boom, like this House of Dragon post came up. And it was like, why do you guys think Rhaenys didn't turn around. And I was like, okay, so other people were picking up on the fact that she had multiple opportunities to turn around too, right? So then I looked at the comments and people were like, her husband is cheating on her. He cheated on her, had a whole grown man son, right? To her knowledge, both of her children are dead. She has nothing to live for. So she chose to die in the glory and in the honor of the queen. Very commendable. Very, very commendable. I've always liked Rhaenys. Very good character. I really don't care about the dragons at all. Because some people are like, oh my god, poor Malys or whatever. Poor Malys. Oh, like, I don't care. It's a dragon. At the end of the day, I can't wait to see where this is going to go. I thought Cole died. I wish he had. The battle. Oh my gosh. Now, I must admit, Aemon is like playing 4D chess out there. The fact that he was hiding out in the forest for who knows how long with his dragon, iconic. Like, that play I was not expecting at all. I thought Cole was, being reckless, being whatever. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we learned in season 1 that he is a skilled knight. Like, he is. He do got it like that. That's the reason why he was the Kingsguard. Daemon seems to be losing his mind. And this lady at the Riverland, whatever the hell he's at, she's like, oh yeah, like this place is haunted. And he's like, okay, that makes sense because I'm seeing fucking ghosts everywhere. He sees Lena, he sees Rhaenyra as a child. He sees the baby that was killed because of him. That was last episode, but still. So he's dealing with a lot of like guilt, grief, it seems like, and the ghosts of the people he was supposed to protect are haunting him. So, I don't know. Is he going to lose his mind? Is he going to be inept? But we saw in the preview at the last, 10 seconds of the episode that it seems like he's going to go rogue. He was telling people to bend to him and shit. Like, what? Daemon, what is going on? But anyway, can't wait to see how that goes. Aemon almost killed the king. He almost killed his brother, and Cole stopped him. I don't know, I'm team Aemon, bro. Like, he's creepy, he's scary, and even Alicent is aware that Aemon is a fucking monster. But he is a very interesting character, right? Somebody like Aegon, not interesting. He's someone who is easily manipulated, obviously. He doesn't really... He thinks being king just means... ooh, get drunk, ooh, party, da-da-da. And it makes sense why he thinks that way, right? In his eyes, he was never supposed to be king anyway. He's always known that his dad did not want him to be king. And it was Rhaenyra who was going to be queen. And so that complex, mixed with the fact that he has a very bad relationship with his mom because of his mom, right? Alicent is to blame for the bad relationship between her and her children, especially Aegon. Damn, and her daughter. I forgot that Helena was Alicent's daughter because of how distant and cold they are to each other. They're so distant. Alicent's a horrible mom. Like, she's really fucking bad. There is no sense of closeness, of nothing. And I can't help but wonder, like, why that is. Is that because of her dynamic with Otto? Is that because of her dynamic with Cole? Like, she has her man, that's all she needs. So fuck them kids. Some women think like that. It's disgusting what some women do. My favorite part of this episode was Alicent chewing out her son. I really did like that for the character. I didn't necessarily like it because maybe Aegon would be a little smarter or would be a better person or would be a little bit more adjusted if you were a better parent, Alicent. But she's like, yeah, so much was risked and thrown away for you to be sitting on the throne. Do what's needed of you. Nothing. And of course, that made him suicidal in a way, but also want to, prove himself. Yeah, I can do blah, 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 blah. And so I did think it was pretty cool when Cole was like, your king has decided to join you. Let's charge, right? That was iconic. Anyways, that is my thoughts on the season, on the episode. I did run into a spoiler about how this all ends, so not too happy about that. Book readers are really gonna start pissing me off because they are not tagging their spoilers at all. So it really is a minefield out there. Be careful, guys.